profile is going to be oriented around burst, so RNG have to be very creative in the way they approach these team fights, because I don't know, I think it's going to be really hard to get through the front, the bottom side. Now he's looking for perhaps a gank around mid lane. Cryan's hugging this way.
Oh, it's so smart. You know the Cryan's just not expecting this in EDG. First blood. Raz, I hope you're here on the bottom half of the map from EDG.
Yo, JJ just hates red buff. It's still up, but he's looking for their own bot side. Scout's level 6, a big wave crashing in. Cryan is not 6. He cannot respond back bot.
They cannot. They're going to see them get the cleanse and the flash, but they don't even get the flash out of Gala. He's down. Double kill going to the side of EDG. Scout, even Viper just about keeps himself alive. The Q not quite going to.
You don't really care about giving up the Drake with the Rift Herald. That's just going to be more money in the pockets. Looking for a play like this.
Oh, I love the grand entrance. They're going to force the cleanse. They're going to use it. Nicely done. Viper gets over the wall, but Cryan has the auto attack, and that's a good response here from EDG. They recognized there was going to be no support, and 2 kills over to the Twisted Fate. RNG not dead yet.
That's super nice.
Oh, Scout flashes away, but everything lands on top of him, and there is Xiaohu's first kill of the game. Nice roam from the top side. And
Stack up this lead. Let's not forget RNG later on into the game, breaking apart into a 1-3-1. Twisted Fate, no slouch in the side lane. Jace, of course, going to be very strong. Even a 3-2, you know, if you Gala and Ming cannot risk sitting around on that bottom side of the map. So first turn of the game will go over to EDG. And that's before the plates even fall either. So Viper gets a whole lot of money, plus 610 on the Aphelios. A bold dive to go for with Soul Laners not really in the area. If they could get a one-shot, perhaps, but at the same time, EDG just pushing down top lane. 2 players in the top side with a Herald to help it out. The turret does go down. Easy breezy for them. And
looks like RNG are happy to give this one up. They don't want to fight. They got the global out of them, and they'll give this one up for free. No harm, no foul. They'll get themselves a turret up in top side instead.
I like that much better. You know, I was setting up for a fight because, you know what, I kind of believe the RNG were just going to go for broke on that one, but like I mentioned earlier, knocking down those top lane towers, very important. The side lane towers, really.
See the poke from Cryan, Ming, and Gala and Xiaohu will be very important as we walk up towards this fight. Mid lane prio, again, very important. Dragon has spawned all summoners available. Important to notice as well, Cryan has chosen the cleanse on his spell book, so he will be able to get out of any CC should he be caught out.
This is going to be a hard fight for RNG because literally EDG can see all 5 members of RNG. They're porting into the back lines.
It's only one though, it's only Flandre, they're trying to go for it, but there's going to be an immediate flank on top of it, but they get around for it. They don't let him get anything gone, and the Haymaker is not there. You mentioned who's going to do the damage, but that shield does nothing as Cryan goes in. Moonlight Vigil is huge though, and EDG might still have a fight if they want to go for it as Ming goes in, but he goes down just as quickly. And now it's a 4v4, but important to notice both junglers are still alive and still very much ticking.
It's still fightable for RNG, but they are very low. One mistake, and they are dropping. Cryan lands the gold card, but it's cleansed immediately. EDG are just going for the Drake and a TP in as well.
Oh, RNG, they don't want to fight that dragon just yet. The flash forward from Viper gets the Gravitum. There's going to be the Heartbreaker as they get the gold card down.
Continuing to play towards that bottom side for Xiaohu. That's how they're splitting it up. Forgetting about the top lane for the time being. Good hook, though.
Great hook as they're going to go in with the quickness and the grand entrance. It's a lot of damage on Tomeko, and one support got caught, but the other one is going to fall, and Viper is dead as well. No flash, no cleanse, and no way of getting out. There's the Destiny Gate. They're going to land that one straight onto the rise, and this is exactly the play we wanted to see. When the ball starts rolling, the avalanche will come down on you so damn hard, and RNG turn for the big purple worm.
You make a mistake like that, there's no escaping RNG's team composition. Viper and Mako get picked off after trying to commit onto the kill on Ming. Spoiler, Ming is still alive, and RNG take the first Baron of the series. They've got a lead at 25 minutes. It is looking oh so good.
This is just such a good showing here from RNG, and again, as this season goes on, as it progresses, they are finding their form. They are finding themselves with advantages, and right now, they are finding themselves ahead of EDG in Game 1.
And with this Baron buff, it becomes really hard for EG to force those fights onto them. Think about the side lane pressure, right? Cryan has access to the Destiny Gate. He's going to be pushing in the bot side all on his own. Now Xiaohu can show up to the party as well. That turret, it's going down. Nothing that EDG can do to keep that one afloat. So by continuing to play 2 lanes, RNG can control this entire bot side jungle quadrant, take away those camps, and continue to press forward towards the base.
I mean, they could get this tower. There's not a quick enough rotation from EDG, so that is inhibitor broken at 26.5 minutes. They can take the inhibitor as well and really put down the pressure here on top of EDG. Look at the poke there from the accelerated shot blast. Mako can't even join in him with his team, and EDG just have to give this up. They don't have a choice.
It's just gone. You know, there's going to be a minion wave in mid lane in not too long, right? They've already rotated over to that one, going to be taking that down. There's an Infernal in 50 seconds too. No control for EDG, so how do you play for that? What are you doing?
Oh, JJ, I was hyping you up and you just let me down. He walks forward thinking he's found a catch, but Gala had Ming, and that's another inhibitor. They could go for the end ender.
They are literally going for it. Cryin just ports into the base. Viper is super low. He's got to get back to the fountain and heal up, but he's also the wave clear for EDG, so the minions are here. EDG have not much to say about it at all. These turrets are going to get dropped.
Oh, Nexus turret number 1 will fall, so there's going to be one left now for the side of EDG. Not a big minion wave, but there is one more coming. Only 10 seconds left on JJ.
Phase, but did seem like EDG in the fights were going to be oh so strong, and yet EDG overstep in mid lane, right? Let's not forget Viper and Mako dove in RNG to team fight, but if EDG are making even small errors, RNG have the champions to immediately punish. Lee Sin, Rakan so good at punishing you for your mistakes. We've seen RNG do that over and over again, and it's not looking to slow down anytime soon, Penguin.
JJ trying to just posture away to stop excuse me, different junglers. We can see Scout immediately has to use the Zhonya's as there was a gold card coming in right on top of his face, and Viper chunked out, cannot stay in front of the front line here, but we're going to see a Realm Warp giving out for Andre. They're going to jump on top of him. He doesn't get him on time. The quickness is too good, and he's dead. Buried. Back to the fountain you go, and now you see EDG running for their lives, but their lives are short-lived, Ender, and there's not going to be much left for them. It's going to be all on Viper. He cleanses. He still has his flash available. It's Viper versus 5. It's Viper versus 4. It's Viper versus 3. Maybe Viper's going to be able to sustain in this fight, but he's got so many things to deal with. Champions, minions. There's just not enough. 4. What? Viper's insane. He's going for one more, but not quite get it. Gala shuts him down, and RNG will take game 1 over EDG.
RNG have woken up, firing out a big shot here to start off the series. Mundo, like, these champions just don't on paper have a lot of inbuilt synergy with them, and EDG just put up like the nastiest sort of like death ball combination.
Flash over the wall and get himself back to safety. Wei has been speeding up there as they do get the command dissonance.
Flashy.
Do they want to continue to push in? Flash over. They're going to try and find them. Ming is not afraid. Ming is going to take his prize, and that's some supportal combat if I've ever seen it.
That wave's going to be coming on back through. Very nicely executed on by RNG, and that answers the question of how do we attack, and now we got a TP into the top lane.
Oh, this TP though was first from the side of EDG, and that means he's in no man's land. Scout, he comes back only to die, and that is just so unfortunate. EDG just left him out to dry. Going to be moving in towards this mid lane. Isn't Fog of War. Now we can see Scout lands the Abscond Duck. Good shockwave does not land though as Cryin gets himself over. Good kick though. But here is Wei. They didn't know exactly where he was. Where was he? In your back garden. And Wei takes a kill onto JJ and RNG.
Maybe JJ's thinking he can get Cryin over the wall there. Maybe with the extra turret shots coming in, it's a little bit easier. But now, Xiaohu's going crazy on the top side of the map too. They get another one.
They didn't.
Everything is going well for RNG in this game. It's just a very easy turret dive. Stacked wave, TP in, TP. I wonder if it has something to do with like the types of champions he's going against, right? Like Gwen and Sylas both. A lot of sustain, a lot of like from him on that one. Will buff up his auto attacks quite a bit here. And hey, it's worked for making these dives happen. Let's try again.
Yeah, the needlework has already been procced once, so they're going to see if they can go on with it. The mist has been used, but they haven't jumped on him just yet. Flandre, you are dead, my son. There's nowhere for you to go. Tower goes down. RNG on a roll. They knew the dragon had just been taken, so they can
clear away those waves, and at the same time, Xiaohu just beating down the top lane tower. That's another one. That's 600 gold there for Xiaohu. Like, it doesn't get better than that.
Back into this game, but RNG are just too smart. They're too quick to the pulse. They know what's going on with everything he wants to do. And yes, you lose bot lane tier 1, but you're going to gain yourself
decide wherever they want to go on the map. They're going to win something.
I mean, they haven't even used Rift Herald yet, and they're still taking down the mid lane tier 1. They got that now. They can rotate back down towards that dragon. They are coming out the better for it. They're the ones getting more bang for their buck.
Yeah, the thing is, because they didn't use Herald in mid lane, once we go into the cross-map play after the Drake spawns, well, RNG are going to be faster on this push down bot side. They can get another charge off on the inner tower. That means the inner tower is going to drop too, because RNG have numbers. I'm actually really confused why more damage to it, and that can make things worth it. But, well, Xiaohu can TP topside because he knows Flandre can't counter TP into the bot lane once he does. So that inner turret does not drop. RNG get the Drake all. But this turret, not super long for the world. There's a wave coming in, and that one is taken very low.
Yeah, there's not really much you can do to defend against this as EDG. You can maybe look to clear the wave so you don't get any more of a push, but you gotta let that one just crumble.
For assistance, like this is exactly what you want to see. RNG not giving EDG any control over the map whatsoever. So many teams would send four.
Robbery, EDG don't know. They now have an inkling. They're looking to see if maybe something's going on, but I think it's too late, Ender. I think they've already got it.
Yeah, jungler's on the wrong side of the map. Good luck stealing this one with a blind skill shot. It's just, whoa!
25 HP, that is
A bit of a easy road in for the side of RNG. They will give up the dragon, but there's no real minion wave just yet. Now, can they keep that inside track? That is the question.
Yeah, I mean, look where Xiaohu is. He can just sort of stop them from stepping on forward here. He's a big boy. Yeah, just you go where you please. You do anything you want.
Keeps away 4 people.
Again, EDG, like, you have to commit to going somewhere. It seems like they're trying to threaten this flank opportunity, and RNG are not really wanting to deal with that. Instead, moving this pressure all the way into the top lane. I kind of love it. Stepping forward to play off of that minion wave and just maintaining this pressure in 2 lanes instead of 1.
Yeah, and you can see the Xiaohu is just so unbelievably tanky, even with the items he has. They just can't really walk up on him right now, and he just needs pure health, and that's exactly what he's got. The minions now crashing in this top side. Give it another 3 or 4 seconds, they will be crashing into this mid lane. Not the best of synergy, but it is still good enough as a spreading EDG thin. They have no real thoughts about where they can go. They are just being pulled and pushed and taken around the way as Scout finally goes in, but he's by himself. He's against Cryin. He will use the stolen Nautilus ult to get one right back into his face. We can see now they're going to be the Cosmic Radiance as Cryin just go falling down, and that's going to be the chain of corruption to try and keep everyone at bay. Now jumping onto Xiaohu, but it's Mako who falls, and now the re-engage coming in from RNG. They pick up 2 kills of their own. Wei is hungry, hunting for kills, and with this Baron buff and only 3 people still left alive, JJ knows he needs to kill this wave. But a nice lollipop for you, sir. That lollipop is going to be nice and sour. You will not enjoy it. And RNG, if they can kill Scout, they may have found themselves the win. It would only be the Gwen left alive. Scout finally gets himself onto the Nexus, but the inhibitor will fall, and RNG, they get what they wanted.
RNG are crushing, you know, EDG, they got a little bit...
Building up those tank stats. The Sorelda's grudge onto the Varus, so he's going to be able to slow people down with those piercing arrows, and now EDG, they just need to try and find themselves a way back into this, but unless a miracle really happens right now, it's going to be so difficult.
Look at the tower, it's just gone. Again, no wave clear for EDG. You must just go for a fight, but how do you start it off? How do you fight on your terms? It's go time.
Here we go. This is how they started on their terms. We're going to see the Dazzle not quite come down, but it's going to be the Cosmic Radiance, but not enough to keep them all safe. The Callista Tarek has fallen. They jump straight back on the Scout, who goes golden to strike a pose. The Cryin will not be taken down today. There's 3 kills, 4 kills for the Varus, and that's going to be enough for RNG to take this series 2-0. They remind everyone in the LPL that they are still kings in China.
RNG are back, baby, looking better than ever, absolutely crushing EDG, 13 kills to 1. EDG never stood a